And so we are live. Hello, everybody. A big warm welcome to each one of you on behalf of PSTV. I am Mohini, your host for the evening today, and so glad to see so many of you right here with us on PSTV. So, today, before we actually jump in and we dive into the session for today, well, it's definitely time for gratitude, guys. Thank you to each one of you. I actually stress on this, each one of you guys sitting at your places, joining us every single day on PSTV. We have three sessions running almost back to back now on PSTV, and the kind of feedback, the kind of encouragement, and the kind of excitement that all of you have actually shown has been overwhelming, guys. The response, the feedback has truly been overwhelming, and it's something that has filled our hearts with so much love and so much gratitude for all of you. So thank you, everybody, right there sitting at your places and joining us every single evening, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys, right from the bottom of our hearts. And trust me, this is what keeps us inspired and keeps us motivated, guys. So keep all the love, all the enthusiasm, all the excitement, and all the lovely, lovely feedback coming in. Thank you, guys. So let's just start the session for today. Well, you and I, we are on this journey, and this journey is called blogging for budding writers. So, all my writers in the making, all of you passionate about writing, all of you who thoroughly enjoy writing and thoroughly love the core of writing, this definitely is your journey, guys. Okay? And now moving on to what's brewing on PSTV, guys. In today's session, let's see what's brewing, all right? So, well, as always, we start the session with a lovely positive quote of the day. After that, we proceed to break the ice, which is about this or that, all right? So, wherein I pose certain easy, interesting questions to all of you, and I expect you guys to give me even more interesting answers, all right? And of course, after that, we have what's in store. So, what's the agenda, guys? We have understanding copyright, using public domain content, and of course, post that, we have fun and frolic one, fun and frolic part one, guys, for all of you. And of course, after that, we will be doing a little bit about using creative common content, guys. Okay, because it is about copywriting and it is about using public domain content also. And since you are going to be online, you're going to be blogging, so these are some basics that you've got to set straight and you've got to get a little clarity on. So that's the reason that we've actually put this session together for all of you. And like always, well, we have two fun activities, fun and frolic part one and fun and frolic part two, guys. So you have to stay tuned till the end of this session, everyone. Okay. And of course, we have a quick wrap up, which is like a quick recap of all that we learned in today's session. And before I take your leave for today, we will have a home task, guys. Okay, so let's just start with a beautiful sunflower for everybody out here. And the quote of the day is, challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful, guys. Accept the challenge, accept all of those. Trust me, without challenges, life would genuinely be very boring. So take those challenges head on and stand straight in front of those challenges, all right? So, with that inspirational quote, let's just move forward to this or that, everybody. Okay, so break the ice, everyone, and let's get started. Okay, so the first question, now that we've been talking a lot about social media, guys, so Instagram or Facebook? What's your take? Come on, quickly tell me. Is it Instagram or Facebook, guys? What's your take? Come on. All right, so I see a lot of you have already started to type in your comments. Okay, so I'm waiting. Well, for me, initially it was Facebook because I was really active on Facebook, and there was a point of time when I switched to Instagram. It was before the last lockdown, and initially it was slightly difficult to actually get used to Instagram because it's not that user friendly at the first sight. But of course, once you get used to it, you actually get hooked to it. So yeah, for me, I think Instagram is something that works really well. And now I do get some responses like both. All right. Okay, so some of you are saying you prefer both Instagram or Facebook. Okay, And then there are also some, most of you are saying Facebook also here. I'm getting a lot of you who are saying Facebook. Facebook definitely more approachable and a lot, more user friendly, I'd say. So definitely that is there. Okay, so Facebook, Instagram, but I think the majority here says Facebook. Is it? All right. Great, guys. And now moving on to the next one, the hero or the villain, guys. Come on, quickly. What's your answer for this one, this or that? Would you like to be the hero or the villain? Okay. And for all the girls out here, well, it can be an actress or the heroine. So definitely come on, tell me. What's your take, guys? Hero or the villain? Okay, so I'm getting just hero in the chat box right here. All of you are saying hero. All right, great. So most of you actually wanting to go ahead with the option of hero, wanting to become the heroes in your life. Yes, and nobody wants to take villains. There's one answer which says villains like Shylock. Okay, all right. And okay, so I think, but the majority of you out here are saying heroes. Yeah. All right, great guys. Now moving on to the next one, air guitar or air drums, guys. Come on, air guitar or air drums. What's your take on this one? Quickly, everybody. Air guitar or air drums. So I see some of you saying air guitars. Some of you are saying air drums. Okay. So it's more like a mixed bag response when I'm getting, okay. Air drums, air guitars again. Okay, all right. So more like a mix 50-50 response from everybody out here. All right. And moving on to the next one. Well, Halloween or Christmas, guys. What's your take? Halloween or Christmas? Okay, both are celebrated all across the globe. So tell me, is it Halloween or Christmas for all of you? Okay, come on. Quickly, everybody, Halloween or Christmas? Okay, so I'm getting most of you are saying Christmas. Christmas, I love the feel of Christmas myself, so maybe I would also pick Christmas. All right, and Santa and the reindeers and just the nip in the air at that point of time during Christmas, something that I love, and just decorating the house with a Christmas tree and some things that I've been doing right from my childhood. So I have some amazing memories associated with Christmas. So definitely Christmas would be my take. So come on, guys, tell me your responses. All right. So I'm getting a lot of Christmas. I think most of you, the Santa Claus also. All right. The heart emojis also. Yeah. Wow, guys, great. Okay. So most of you like Christmas over Halloween, I believe. All right. So skill or popularity, guys. Come on. This is slightly tricky. So you've got to think a little on this one. Come on, all my lovely children out here. Skill or popularity? What's your take on this one? Come on. Skill or popularity? What would you guys choose? Quickly, everybody. So I see a lot of you have said skill out here. Okay, I'm getting skill. Definitely, guys. When you've got the skill, when you are talented enough, when you've got the skill, definitely you're going to become popular. All right. So that is there for sure. Yes. So I do get the same response also here. Well, popularity earned through my skill, and that's the way to go, guys. Definitely popularity earned through your skill. So skill up, everybody, every single day. Learn something new and skill up, guys. Okay. All right. So, everyone, thank you so much for participating in this or that. And you've been such a splendid audience. Thank you for being so responsive. So, we're almost through with this or that, guys. And now we move on to, well, what's in store for today. So, what is today's agenda, everybody? And like I mentioned at the start of the session, we are going to be talking about copyright and fair use, guys. Okay, so that is the agenda for today. And let's just move forward. Okay. Well, the introduction, firstly. Now, as you write blogs, you're all going to be blog writers. You're already working on your blogs. And when you actually write them online, you will find that you want to include certain images that you find online. Okay, so it happens with a number of times, even when we are making some presentations, or we are, doing it at work as well, we do find some images that we really like and we want to, actually use them. All right. And there are times that you might actually find a great piece of writing, a recipe, a story, a review, all that you want to actually highlight on your own blog, guys. It's important to know that almost all of your content that you find on the web belongs to someone. Okay, somebody has put in that effort to actually put all the content together. All right. Just because you can take images, text, and more from other sites does not mean that it is right to do so ethically or legally, guys. Okay. So please remember this. There is a lot of things associated with, copywriting, and this is definitely one of that, guys. Now, understanding what copyright is, guys. Okay. Copyright is basically the legal concept that works. Okay. Art, writing, images, music, and much more. It actually belongs to the people who create them. According to the copyright law, any original content that you create and record in a lasting form is your own intellectual property, guys. Okay. This means that other people cannot legally copy your work and pretend that it's their own. They can't make money from the things that you create either. Okay. So obviously, it's not allowed, it's not ethically correct, and it's not legally correct also to actually do that. Okay. Moving on, everybody. Well, the next pointer here is to use, copy, or to change a particular copyrighted work. You need permission from the person who holds the copyright. Okay, so you have to go through these and you have to know about the person who actually holds the copyright, guys. Okay, the permission is called a license. And even though everyone has the right to require that others respect their copyright and ask permission to use their work, some people and organizations actually choose to license their content more freely. All right, so there are a lot of the organizations, a lot of people out there who write a lot of things, they put a lot of images, and they're okay, with other people sharing it. So they will not have very complex structures as far as the copywriting is concerned. But having said that, there are also people who would have a complex, structure in place, and they would have a lot of the legal procedures that you have to follow if you want to copy their content. Okay, if you want to take some inspiration, draw some inspiration, and draw something from their particular content, be it like if you want to pick up an image or like something in the text, then you've got to go through a certain legal procedure also. Okay. And of course, what happens with these people who actually choose to license their content more freely is that they do this by giving their work as a creative common license, or by placing their work in the public domain, more or less. All right. So moving on now, using public domain and Creative Commons content. Okay, so a little about this as well, guys. Well, using your public domain content. Now, there are no restrictions on using works that are in the public domain. Please understand that, which means that you can use them however you want because they're all in the public domain, short of claiming that you created them. Of course, you can't claim that you created them, but you can use that piece of work in whichever way that you want because it's in the public domain, guys. Unfortunately, it's not always easy to actually tell whether or something is in the public domain or not. It's not very easy to figure that out. But once you figure it out, and if you know that something like a particular article, a particular image is in the public domain, then you can easily pick up that content and use it. All right. So, moving on, guys. Well, there may be some cases when you know for sure that a particular piece of work, a particular piece of content is in public domain. For instance, if you find a photo or text that you know was published before 1923, okay, but for the most part, the best way to find public domain content is to actually search for it. Search whether those articles are in the public domain or not, guys. Okay, please make sure that you do this before you want to draw some inspiration from the content that is posted in the public domain. Okay. Now, sites for finding public domain content could be the Prelinger archives and the US government photos and images. All right. So you can go through these sites. Okay. So that was a little bit of an introduction as far as the copywriting is concerned. We'll be talking about it in a little more details also. And now, well, everybody, it's time for fun and frolic, everyone. Okay, so brace yourselves because it's time for a fun activity, everybody. And yes, let's see what do we have. We have What Am I, everyone? Okay, so it's guessing time again. What am I? All right, so now the first clue, everyone. Well, I'm usually white, okay, usually, and used for cutting and grinding. When I'm damaged, humans usually remove me or fill me. For most animals, I am a useful tool. So I'm white, usually white, and used for cutting and grinding. When I'm damaged, humans usually remove me or fill me. For most animals, I am a useful tool, guys. So come on, quickly think of this and send me your answers in the chat box. What do you think this is? What am I? What do you think this is, guys? Okay. So as usual, I get the think emojis in the chat box. Nobody's giving me the correct answers, okay? So I've got the think emojis, I've got the question marks, all right. The thinking emojis are back, all right, but I've not got any correct answer, guys. Come on, you can think about this one. What am I, guys? Quickly. Okay, all right. So I've got one correct answer as of now. Some of you are saying axe. No, it's not an axe, guys. Come on. All right. So I think I've got the correct answer. Yes, okay. So let me just go ahead. But the answer, guys, is a tooth, precisely. Okay, and a few of you did get that correct. So I'm glad that a lot of you are thinking well and good thinking, guys, for this one. The answer is a tooth. All right. Moving on, everybody. Okay. So the next one, what am I? Okay. I can never be thrown, but I can always be caught. Ways to lose me are always being sought. What am I? Okay. So quickly, all right. So even for the last one, I'm again getting two. Okay, guys, that is done now. Think of this one. I can never be thrown, but I can be caught. Ways to lose me are always being sought. So what am I, guys? What do you think this is? Okay, again, question marks, thoughts, no answers coming in. Okay, I've got somebody saying ball out here. Well, it's not a ball, guys. So quickly, I can never be thrown, but I can always be caught. Ways to lose me are always being sought. What am I, guys? Quickly. All right. So somebody's saying, no, it's not ball, it's not football, guys. Give me some other answers. Come on. Okay, so I have one and two correct answers out there. I'll just wait for a few of you to actually type in your response. No, it's not money. It's not money. Some of you are saying money. It's not money. Okay. Why don't you think of anything else, guys? Come on, I'm sure you can answer this one. All right, so I've got one correct answer as of now. Okay, and the correct answer, guys, is a cold. Yes, it's the cold. All right. So I can never be thrown, but I can always be caught. Ways to lose me are always being sought. Okay, so I am cold. All right. Okay. So the next one, I'm getting a lot of smileys for this one. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm glad that you're enjoying this bit of what am I. Okay. So the next one, a seed with three letters in my name. Take away two, and I still sound the same. What am I? So a seed with three letters in my name. Take away two, and I still sound the same. What am I, guys? Come on, quickly. Think of this one. What do you think this is? What am I? Okay, so all right, I get a lot of the emojis. The surprise emoji is also there. Okay, let's see what the correct answer is, guys. I'm just waiting for a lot of you. Okay, the question marks are there, but I've still not got any correct responses to this riddle. Let us see. Let me give you maybe like a second more to all of you. Okay. But nobody's given me the correct answer, surprisingly, as of now. Huh? Got no correct answers. And this is easy, guys. Okay, so I get one correct response out there. Well, yes, you are correct. And the answer is a P, guys, precisely. All right, it is a P. Okay, so I also get P's now. Yes, it is a P. Okay, great. Now, moving on to the next one. Always in you, sometimes on you. If I surround you, I can kill you. What am I? Okay. So come on, think of this. Always in you, sometimes on you. If I surround you, I can kill you. What am I? Come on, guys, come on. So I'm getting a lot of thumbs up and likes for all these riddles, but I've not got any correct responses as of now. Always in you, sometimes on you. If I surround you, I can kill you. What am I, guys? Come on. Okay. So, well, I think I should reveal the correct answer because everybody's just sending me the emojis in my chat box. That's the only thing I can see. So, well, the correct answer for this one, guys, is water. Okay. Yes, it is water, and a lot of the thumbs up. Thank you. Well, it is water. That is the correct response. Okay. So, moving on. People make me, save me, change me, raise me. What am I? So people make me, save me, change me, raise me. What am I, guys? Come on, think of this one. What am I? Quickly. All right. So again, the question marks are here. Let's see. I'm just waiting for a few of you to actually type in your responses, guys. Some of you are saying children. No, children is not the correct answer. Come on. Think of this, guys. Children is not the correct answer. Okay, I've got one correct response as of now. I've got two correct responses. Wow, this is good. All right. I'm just waiting for a few of you to actually type in, guys. Okay, lovely. So, well, the response is precisely money, everybody. Well done and good thinking, all of you. Okay, so everybody's thought really well on this one. And I'm getting all responses and comments. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Money, money, money. I've got almost six, correct responses in my chat box. So glad to see that, guys. All right. And everybody, did you enjoy this little bit? Quickly, quickly tell me in the chat box anything, any responses regarding the What Am I activity that we just did, the fun and frolic activity, guys. Did you have fun? Did you have a blast, attempting these riddles that we, put together for all of you? Okay, so I see the love coming in. I see the hearts. All right, I see the fire emoji, the high fives. Great, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so now moving on with our topic of discussion. Well, we were talking about copywriting, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm getting the hearts and the love emojis. Still, thank you guys. Okay, and well, using Creative Commons content. Okay, so we're going to be discussing a little about this now. All right. So now, although the Creative Commons content will not cost you any money to use, it's not totally free to use it. You have to follow some guidelines and some rules, guys. People who choose to make their content Creative Commons can choose one or more of these licenses to apply to their work. All right. Okay, so I hope this is clear, everybody. Now, what are these licenses? What are these things that you have to actually allocate? The first is attribution, guys. You must credit the creator in order to use, copy, or share the content. Okay, the creator is somebody who's put together every single thing out here. All right, I'm still getting the emojis. Thank you, guys. Okay, so you must credit the creator in order to use, copy, or share the content. You have to do that because the person who's actually put together all the hard work in putting all this content together, you have to give them some credit at least. Okay, the second is non-commercial. You can't make profit from the content that has been put forward by somebody else. Okay. No derivative works is the third one. You can't change the content here. Okay. So that is, you have to be really careful about all these three things, all of you. Okay. And now moving on, guys. Well, share alike. You can change the content, but you have to let other people use your new work with the same license as the original. In other words, you can't treat any share alike work you adapt as your own copyright, even if you radically change it. Okay, so you still cannot treat it like your own, you still cannot adapt it like your own copyright, guys. So that is about the share alike work. All right, and now moving on, how to tell if a particular content is actually Creative Commons. Now, in order to say that a piece of content is actually Creative Commons, look for the Creative Commons symbol. There's a symbol out there, as well as symbols that actually indicate exactly which licenses apply to it. All right. For instance, the symbols in various other paragraphs and various other data that you'll be able to say, they actually indicate that a particular photo, say, has 3 or 4 licenses, guys. Okay, attribution, non-commercial, no derivative works. This means that you can use that particular photo if you credit the person who created it, and don't make money from it, and don't change it. Okay, so all these are different things that you have to be really careful and watchful about. All right. Now, the sites for finding Creative Commons content. Wikimedia Commons is one, Flickr's Creative Commons search is the other, and Creative Commons search is the next one. All right. So these are your various sites for finding the Creative Commons content. Well, moving on, guys, using copyrighted material. Now, as you learned earlier, you generally needed to license copyrighted material in order to use it, which often costs money. Now, the exception to this is a rule called fair use. Fair use means that you can use copyrighted material without a license only for certain purposes. And what are these purposes? Well, these purposes include the commentary, criticism, reporting, teaching. Okay, so all these are purposes wherein you can actually use copyrighted material without a license. It's for commentary, criticism, reporting, and for teaching, guys. All right. So this was about a little about the fair use. I hope that all this bit is clear, guys. Come on, quickly in the chat box, just give me any thoughts, any reactions, and anything that just tells me that all that we have discussed till now in today's session is clear. Everybody, quickly. Okay. So a lot of you are giving me the thumbs up. A lot of you are saying yes. All right, lovely, guys. Thank you so much. And now moving on. Oh yes, we have the next fun and frolic. The balloons are welcoming everybody out here one more time because it's time for fun and frolic part 2, guys. Okay, so the part 2 of fun and frolic, everybody. Well, the first thing that we have here is antonym search. Okay, so let's see what this is about. Well, it's simple, guys. You will see a word on your screen, everybody, and you have to give me the closest antonym, okay, the closest opposite that you can think of the word. All right. So opposites. All of you are going to be thinking about opposites now. Look at the word carefully and tell me the opposites that you can think of for that particular word, guys. All right. So let's just get started, everybody. Well, the first word out here for everybody is add. ADD, add. Okay. So come on, tell me, what do you think are the antonyms for add? The first opposite that comes to your mind as soon as you hear the word add, guys. Okay, so I see a lot of you are thinking, a lot of you are typing in. Let's see. I'm waiting for your responses, guys. Okay, so I get minus there. All right, minus is definitely the first thing that comes to your mind as soon as you think of an opposite for the word add, basically. Okay, some of you are also saying reduce, less. All right, good words. Everybody sending me reduce, less, subtract, minus again. Okay, I'm also getting take away. All right, take away. As kids, we've done this so many times. When we were introduced to the story sums in mathematics, we've all learned of these different terms. I remember our teachers grilling us every single day, about these words and these little terms. What would you do when you have to take away, reduce, decrease? And I can just see those words pop in my chat box right away. Reminds me of all the story sums that we've solved, throughout the childhood. All the problem sums, guys. Okay, lovely. All right. So I think I should give out the top 3 answers for this one. Well, I think everybody's given me almost these answers. Subtract, remove, decrease, guys. All right. So well done, everybody, on this one. And let's just move forward to the next one. The antonym of polite. Okay, so what is the antonym of polite, guys? Come on, quickly tell me. What is the opposite that you can think of as soon as you hear the word polite? Okay, so I can see a lot of you have started to type in your answers. All right, okay. So the first one I get here is rude. Okay, all right. Rude. Rude again. Most of you are saying rude, is it? Okay, rude, rude, rude. All right. Some of you are also saying impolite, guys. Impolite, okay. Rude and impolite. It's like a mix response between the two. Some of you are sending me rude, rude, okay, rude again. All right. And I think I should show this to all of you. Well, the top three answers out here are rude and impolite, with I think maximum of you sent me. And the next is mannerless, guys. Okay. Now, well, the third word, all of you on your screens right here, you can see muscle power and strength right there on the screen. So, what is the antonym for the word strong, guys? Come on, quickly tell me what is the antonym of strong, all of you. What's like the first thing, the first opposite that comes to your mind as soon as you hear the word strong? Okay, so a lot of you are started to type in. I can see that. All right. Okay. So the first word that I get is weak. Let's see. I'm just waiting for a few of you to give me more words, guys. Think of more words, more opposites for the word strong. It's an easy peasy exercise, everybody. Weak again. All right. Okay. Oh, and nice. I get delicate also there. Let's see a few more words. Okay. Weak, delicate. The majority of you are saying this. Okay. All right. And well, the top three answers, guys, are weak, delicate, and faint hearted. All right. So these are the top three answers. And well done, everybody, on the opposites bit. I can see that all of you are really building up on your vocabulary. You guys are really doing a lot of search when it comes to the antonym or even the synonym exercise that we have done in the past few weeks. So I'm so happy with the kind of response that everybody has shown and everybody has put forward during these little vocab building activities that we keep doing on PSTV sessions, guys. Thank you, everybody. Okay, and a few of you, all right, in the comment section, have sent me a request to just maybe quickly go through in a little detail about the copyright that we did at the start of the session. Okay, guys, so I'll just go through it in detail. I won't be able to spend too much time on this. Just let me know if it's clear, guys. If not, I will be happy to answer your queries over mail. All right. So I will just go back to the copywriting bit that we discussed, guys. Okay. So now the introduction when we started was that, because why copyright? Because, as bloggers and as bloggers in the making, of course, you will find a lot of, images and a lot of things that you want to actually put on your blog as well. You want to share with the world out there. Maybe you find a great piece of writing, a recipe, a story, a review that you actually want to highlight on your own blog. It's important to know that almost all of the content that you find on the web belongs to someone. Okay, so you can't just go ahead and put it forward in that fashion. Okay, and just because you can take images, text, and more from other websites does not mean that it's correct legally or even ethically, guys. Okay, and what is copyright? Well, copyright is actually the legal concept that works. Okay, art, writing, images, music, and more, they all belong to people who create them. We all know this. Okay, according to the copyright law, any original content that you create and record in a lasting form is your own intellectual property. This means that other people cannot legally copy your work and pretend it's their own. They can't make more money from the things you create either. Okay, so these are little things that you have to remember as far as the copyright is concerned. Now, to use, copy, or change a particular copyrighted work, you need permission from the person who actually holds the copyright. This permission is actually called a license, everybody. So remember, you have to get that license. Now, even though everyone has a right to require that others respect their copyright and ask permission to use their work, some people and organizations choose to license their content more freely. They do this by giving their work as a Creative Commons license or by just placing their work in the public domain. So everything that is there in the public domain is something that you can use without actually getting a license, guys. All right. And next we discussed about using public domains and Creative Common contents, guys. We actually talked about using public domain content. There are no restrictions on using works that are in the public domain, which means you can use them however you want, short of claiming you created them. Unfortunately, it's not always easy to tell whether or something is in the public domain. You won't be able to easily figure it out. You'll have to do a little bit of a search, and whether some article, whether some picture that you see out there, whether you can use it freely, whether it is in the public domain or not. And how will you do that? Now, there will also be cases when you know for sure that a particular work is in the public domain, okay? Because, like, for instance, if you find like a photo which dates back to somewhere in the 1920s, you know, of course, that that photo or that text has been in the public domain, okay? And but most, for the most part, the best way to actually find public domain is to actually search for it, guys. Okay, and the sites that actually will help you, some of them we've given here. There are lots of other sites also that you can actually Google it out. Prelinga archives in US government photos and images. Okay, so go through these sites and just get to know about the public domain. All right, guys. So I hope this is clear to all of you, everybody, regarding the copywriting, regarding the public domain content, and also regarding a little bit about the fair use, everybody. Yeah, just send me a yes in the chat box quickly, all of you. Quickly, come on. Okay. So I see a lot of you are sending me yes, yes, yes. Lovely, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for sending me all that yes. And I'm so glad. In case any of you have any queries, even now, you are free to send me an email. All right. And I'll be more than glad to actually respond to your mails. All right. And a quick wrap up now, guys. Well, the first is understanding. We discussed about understanding the copyright, okay, that we've done. We've also revised in detail about that, and I hope that it's clear, guys. The next thing that we discussed was using the public domain content. Okay, so we also discussed about using that public domain content, and of course, after that, we discussed about using Creative Commons content. Everybody, okay. So all these were the things that we actually discussed, and that's a quick wrap up from my end for today's session, everybody. And now comes the home task, the home project, everyone. Well, the home task for all of you, as far as today's session is concerned, try locating the sites that we shared with you today on the public domain content, and even find a few more sites that you can, okay, on public domain content as well as Creative Common content. And another request that I would like to make to all of you is that please go through copywriting in detail, guys, because you're going to be online for a lot of time now. You're going to be putting up blogs, you're going to be putting up images, you're going to be putting up writing stuff, text, content online. So you have to get this copyright and fair use, something that's, details about the copywriting, about fair use, about what can you post, what can you not post, okay, all these various things online. Okay, so you have to try and go through this in detail. All right, so please do that. Okay, and now let's see what do we have in store for all of you next. Well, the arrows are telling us about what is coming up, everybody. Well, coming up is guidelines for fair use. Okay, so we will be talking about fair use in a little more details in the next session, guys, because like I mentioned time and again in today's session, this is something imperative. It's something that we have to get straight. All right, so I hope, guys, that you had a good time in the session today, and I hope this session was fruitful. I know copywriting and fair use is something that takes its own time, and you will take some time to absorb it. So please go through all the little notes that you might have taken during the time of the session today. Go through a little more details on Google as well. Search it out, get more articles, and try and gather a little more content and delve a little deeper into the copyright arena so that you get everything clearly on a plate and you have everything written with you. All right, please ensure that. Okay, so thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being with us today at PSTV. I've had a great time holding this session for all of you, and it's been wonderful connecting with each one of you, especially the fun activity, guys. I'm so glad with the kind of responses that I've got. So just keep all the energy, all the love flowing. And thank you, everybody, for joining us one more time. And I'll see you in my next session. Till then, take care, everybody. Have a good evening. See you on the other side. Bye bye.